Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my first Q&A for this week, leading up to Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 12, Pillar of Salt. In this one, we're going to start with me giving my thoughts on the actor who plays Chris being cast for a role in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I'll put the link in the description so you guys can check it out from comicbookmovie.com. It says, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. casts Fear the Walking Dead's Lorenzo James Henry as Ghost Rider's brother. So that's kind of cool news. This is for Season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. For the premiere on ABC. But what we don't know is how big of a role that's going to be. I mean, it depends on how they use Ghost Rider in the series. If Ghost Rider is a huge concentration that season, then maybe he could be in a few episodes. Maybe he's just in one episode where Ghost Rider is, I don't know, becoming Ghost Rider or something. I'm not caught up with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a decent show and everything. I've reviewed some of the episodes of it, premieres, finales, stuff like that. But I have fallen behind on it, quite a ways behind in the last couple of years. It's decent, though. I do like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's not bad. It's not a bad show. It's a decent Marvel TV series, I think. So what do I think about this? So people, of course, messaged me and asked, Trev, what do you think about it? Let me get the name of the person. This was from Brian Hummel. And he said, what do you think? Do you think that Chris is going to be killed off by the end of Season 2? Do you think that's why he's being cast for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? It's really hard to say. I don't think they're filming right now or anytime soon for a season. It's really difficult. When are they filming Fear? That's the thing that I'm not entirely sure on, because Fear has had a different type of schedule, and it hasn't like Season 1 and then Season 2 are much different. They start at much different times, so it's really hard to tell. If they would be working on it yet. I don't think so, because of course Season 2 is just wrapping up now. But it's one of the popular fan theories that Chris will be killed off at the end of Season 2 and kind of parallel Shane from Season 2 of The Walking Dead. Maybe if Travis had to kill him off or something like that. I have trouble seeing how it could be built up. What we know from the trailer is that it looks like Chris is going to leave Travis. He's going to leave him behind. So for this new group that he's going to join and be a part of and maybe become the leader of. So is it something where maybe this is just kind of like a minor role and Chris will continue to be in the series and continue to be kind of a villain, especially after he leaves his dad? I'm hoping that's what it is. I hope that Chris does survive through the season and that we get to see some more development and some more time with him in Season 3, and they kind of sneakily turn him into maybe the bad guy of the series, or like the governor, so to speak, for The Walking Dead, like a season villain, maybe a couple season villain, that type of deal. Because I think that could be really interesting to see. So I'm kind of hoping that's what it is. And of course, this news doesn't guarantee he's going to be killed off. But I do think that if you're one of the people that think that, okay, Chris will probably be killed off at the end of the season, and you're to do maybe death predictions and you think that he'll be killed off at the end, I think this news maybe does help out a little bit. But of course, with the regular Walking Dead actors and that, they can do other roles. They can be in movies and have some other things going on at the same time, and it's not that big of a deal. With Fear, it could even be easier because you have characters like Ophelia that hasn't been there hardly at all this half. And I mean, the actress could, in that time span, could probably be working on other stuff. She's probably going to come back now. But for example, you have Daniel, who's been gone. Ruben Blades has been gone for a while, and he'll probably come back in Fear. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm thinking, like, in terms of my thoughts on, do I think he's going to be killed off at the end of the season? Oh, man. I mean, it would be kind of cool to see, but I just don't see how they're going to set it up. But we still have 4 episodes left. I would like to see him become kind of a bigger, badder villain and not be killed off so soon. I feel like he's got potential to become a really good villain, but he would need... Right now, he's just kind of like a rambunctious kid that's not listening to his dad. In order to become kind of a more badass villain, he'll probably need to get more kills under his belt. He'll need to lead that group. He'll need to become pretty scary. And in order to do that, he's going to need time. So I'm thinking that hopefully he doesn't get killed off at the end of the season, because I want to see him develop more. But, certainly this news, I think, does maybe add to that theory a little bit for the fan theory, for people who think he's going to mirror Shane and be our kind of season two Shane type deal for Fear. It just wouldn't Shane is part of the group. The group's all together, and then Shane kind of with the thing with Rick. It makes a lot of sense. It'd be weird to see Travis kill Chris under any circumstances, I think. Right now, I feel like there's not enough there to get there. But we have 4 episodes, so things can happen in 4 episodes. But I just don't see it right now. Jon Snow Rules also asked that question too. Do you think Chris will die at the end of season 2? So I guess I'm saying I don't think so. I hope he doesn't, because I want to see them use him for more and maybe become a stronger villain as the seasons go through, and do some more things before then. So we'll see. Maybe he'll just kind of fade into the background for a bit if that's what he needs to do. But it certainly does help the case. So you guys can write your comments below and let me know what you think. If you think Chris will be the main, kill-off in the finale for season 2 of Fear, because we did have one for season 1. We had, Chris's mom and everything, Liza. So there was that. So I'm thinking no, probably not. And just being Ghost Rider's brother is not a big deal anyway. Next one's from Kyle Gamble. He says, "Hey Trev, got a Fear the Walking Dead question for you. I feel like the amount of character deaths hasn't been huge so far, and I'm not worried about really anyone dying most of the time. Who do you think is going to be next to die?" So there's a loaded question right there. So some other people as well have asked me to do death predictions for the finale for season 2 of Fear. So I might do that in the next couple weeks as we lead up to it. We've got, I think, 3 weeks left to make it to 4 episodes, with the last week being a double feature. So I'll have to sit through it and think about it for a bit. To be honest, I don't care if they kill off Ophelia. If they kill off Ophelia, it's like whatever, not a big deal. Ophelia. So as such, maybe they won't. Characters like, let's see, Strand. Strand is a strong survivor, though. He's pretty smart, and I do like to see him a lot too. It's pretty tricky because in The Walking Dead they do kill off Shane, but there's a lot of other characters there. Like Andrea, you had Lori in there, you had some of the others in there too. You're meeting Herschel, you're meeting them. So, it's really hard to say right now. Maybe I'll go through it and kind of think it through with each one and let you guys know. But out of the main group, who'll be the next to die? Oh man, that's really tough. Definitely not Nick. I don't think Madison or Alicia. They're kind of building up Alicia right now. So maybe one of the others. And I hope it's not Travis too. So if they're going to choose somebody, maybe Chris isn't a bad choice. But if I had to choose, maybe Ophelia, because I really don't care about the character at all right now. Next is from Torerro Majors, and he says, Trev, please talk on this point. Fear the Walking Dead is more like what would happen in real life. The feel of the show is like it's happening in real life because we don't have a comic book to go by, and we don't know what is going to happen. So to me, that is the major difference between the two shows. So I totally understand what you're saying. You're right. There's no comic book to go by, and because it doesn't have the comic book, it feels more drama-based to me. Like it feels more like a... But, I've watched a lot of different series. I've reviewed a lot of different series over the 6 years I've been doing reviews for a lot of TV shows. Not just Walking Dead. I've done lots of other stuff, too. It does feel like a drama, of course, in a zombie apocalypse, which is quite a bit different from The Walking Dead, which has some different things happening in it, too. But The Walking Dead, if you look at Season 2 and Season 3, and I've said this before in videos, some of the early seasons of The Walking Dead, aside from the emotion with Rick and Shane and what was happening with that, The Walking Dead's gotten a lot better, I think. If you look at the 16-episode seasons, the type episodes we got in Season 6 and Season 5, I think it's gotten a lot better, to be honest with you, because it was quite a bit slower earlier on, in the series, and they've added more to it, and they've made it kind of bigger and crazier, which is definitely a huge thing. It's like an event series now, similar to Game of Thrones and HBO. AMC knows it's like their flagship series, so they're going to invest a lot into it. Fear is still getting rolling, but I feel like they've invested enough into it. The hotel's a big environment. We've seen some really cool stuff. So... yeah, I'm enjoying it for sure. But you think it's more like what would happen in real life. Well, it's a totally different environment too, right? In The Walking Dead, you have Rick, they got all the guns and stuff, and now we're in Mexico, and it's just totally different for Fear. It's a family. It's not really like, some cops who are, Rick's a pretty badass too, if you think about it. When he starts off the zombie apocalypse, he comes in, guns a-blazing. So, but maybe you're right. Maybe Fear is a little bit more kind of realistic in a way, I guess you could say. But maybe it just feels that way because the comic book series exists for it. I think the difference is the difference of the feel, like I said in my predictions video on Sunday. The one feels like a drama more, and I like it too. It's good. It's just got a different feel, and it takes a little getting used to, I feel like. And then The Walking Dead is more kind of action-based, action-oriented. It has drama in it as well too, but certainly season 3 is more action-based, I want to say, than maybe character dynamic-based, or in terms of like having a lot of dialogue and having more drama. It's more action-based, I want to say, especially season 3, which a lot of people, I remember, got a lot more popular after season 3 and the second half of season 2, which had a lot of action in it too. Other characters coming in that they added, some gunfights and stuff like that to make it pretty exciting. We'll do a couple more. Next one's from John's No Rules. He says, Q&A, Trev, Feed the Beast was canceled. What do you think? I never saw it, dude. I never really cared. I saw that David Schwimmer was in it. No offense if anybody liked the show, but personally, I thought I'd just throw it in here. But, it's like, I can't see him in that kind of a series after Friends. I just can't. It's typecasting. I know it is, but I just cannot. I can't see it. I just can't. And that'll be it for today's Q&A, guys. So write your comments below. Do you think they're going to kill off Chris in the finale? Because, of course, the actor has been cast in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Let me know what you think, and who are you picking for the death for the finale. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts, and then maybe I'll do a death predictions video coming up soon. And, that'll be it for this video today, guys. If you liked it, please don't forget to thumb it up. You can also share a favorite. Send me more questions for the Q&A, and, of course, for Walking Dead Q&As as well, too. I want to do at least 1 or 2 Walking Dead videos this week, so send me what you guys got. That'll be it for today's video. I'll see you guys again soon. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.